So, I just wanted to do a quick video on the Ghordson Earthbreaker. I already took it out of the box, my apologies, and I threw the box away. But just wanted to show you guys sort of how it comes packaged and everything, and the immense number of parts. Now, of course, this is the first Colossal that I've purchased, so this could be the norm. Maybe I just don't realize it, I'm not sure. But I feel like there are a lot of parts here. And since we know from looking at the scaling online that it is one of the larger Colossals, if not the largest, I think maybe it just has a few more bits to it. So, starting off, here's the box. Here's how it comes, sort of. I did do a little repackaging just to get it home from my game store, but it's basically how it comes. So, you've got the rec marker and the base. I'm going to go with using the normal base. I'm not going to buy a custom one or anything, just because I figure it's my first one. I'm going to have enough trouble as it is trying to get it assembled and pose it properly on the base. So, without giving myself any additional trouble of trying to work around special effects or anything like that, I'm just going to go with the standard, static grass and flock and stuff like that. So next up, or the next thing that I noticed when I opened it anyways, was this huge piece here, which apparently is number 5. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, weighs a decent amount. It's like solid resin, or plastic, whichever it is. And it's basically the main body of the jack. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And this is what I noticed had the most like extra flashing on it, not mold lines, but like, extra stuff on the corners that you got to pick off and stuff like that. So this thing, looking over it is going to require quite a bit of cleaning, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run, obviously. Second largest piece is actually the top to the chassis, that has the smokestacks, or at least the bases of the smokestacks on the back of it. So it looks like, just a quick guess, but right like that. So I'll get that so you guys can see it. That's the whole top. That's how it's going to go together. And hopefully this video is working out for you. It's my first time I've tried using my tripod and my DSLR for video, but the quality should be better, assuming I can pull it off. So then we get into this lovely bunch of nonsense. So first off, one thing I want to show you guys before we start going into more individual parts is the assembly instructions, which when I saw at first are pretty daunting. Try to get this. Yeah. So pretty heavy duty stuff. There. I like that. Hopefully you can see those. But yeah, just looking at it, it's an intense number of parts, and the diagram isn't necessarily the best, but short of giving you a 5 or 6 page manual on how to assemble a thing, I guess it's the best they could do. So now into this lovely box of bits. I went through them quickly just to sort of get my head around what was what, and it's not too bad. Having looked at the model for a decent amount of time online, just while we were discussing it in the beginning when images first went up and stuff like that, you sort of get a good feel for what goes where, just having a good mental image of the completed jack. So that helps. Slide this back so you guys can. Yeah. So we'll just do this. Right. So you've got a combination of what I assume are the feet, the 6 spider legs, or crab legs, whatever you want to call them. So you've got those. You've got these guys, which I'm pretty sure, hopefully that's in focus, pretty sure make up the claws, closey bits. You've You've got these bracers that sort of go on the outside of the shoulders. Not shoulders, the arms, you know. So if we take out all of the legs, you know, presumable legs and claw bits, and the two large arm pads, another set of things that we can take out because they're easily recognizable are shoulder pads, you know, again, presumably. And then you've got the arms, which are pretty obvious there. I believe these are the drill torpedo launchers, if I remember correctly, that mount on the side of his body. Got some metal bits here. These guys are most likely the tips to the torpedo launchers or guns that mount on his body somewhere. Just from memory, just trying to remember what was there. I've got the head, which is metal bit. Let's see here. Got the ends of the torpedo pipes. So those guys right there. We've got the three tops, oh, a little bit extra flashing there. The three tops to the smokestacks. Those are metal. Couple, they look almost like U-joints. Metal U-joints, like pipes. Not sure where those go. But there's two of them, so most likely, you know, following the rules of symmetry, they're either down the center of his back or on the left and right side. A couple of metal pads, two of them there. Same deal, not sure where those go, but either on his back or on his sides. We've got what look like, to me, six leg pieces, probably hold the actual, you know, the actual crab pads to the body, most likely. So that's those. Then a couple more smaller metal pieces. These two guys. These almost look like hydraulic arms, small hydraulic arms. Oh, that's a piece of flashing. Snag that off while I see it. So these two metal bits here, I believe that's just junk. And then sort of more miscellaneous stuff. Not positive what these are. Got these two guys that almost look like couplers of some kind. Yep. And then these two, which, if I remember correctly, are the shoulders to the arms, I think. I sort of did like a pseudo arm assembly when I was opening it up at the game store. So, yeah, just a massive pile of stuff. I'll slide this over a bit so you guys can see it all. But I mean, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of bits. Spread it all out. Looks like quite the undertaking. I may or may not start it today. I'll probably just start cleaning it. But to give you an example of all of this, let's see. Here is, I have a couple Iron Kingdoms models that I was working on. But just to sort of throw it in the mix, here's Kara Sloan, Signar and Warcaster. And here's a, let's see, Kadorn Ulan, or Iron Fang Ulan. Throw him in there. So you can see how this stuff is huge. I mean, like, here's the body. You basically fit the Ulan in the body. You know, like, and that's without, that's without the cap. That's without, you know, any of the frame that goes underneath it. So it's huge. So like I said, I'm probably going to start cleaning stuff off, and I will maybe make another video when I'm partially through, or maybe just when I've completed it. But I will get back to you guys hopefully soon.